What do we got here?
Program from Super Bowl #1, Packers and Chiefs from 1967.
This could be very valuable.
You know, like my wife's getting sick of all my stuff, so she said either get rid of the stuff or gonna get rid of you.
Sure you're making the right choice?
Back in 1967, my cousin went to the game, and he knows I collect sports memorabilia, so he gave it to me. You know, my wife's just getting sick of all my stuff, so if I don't sell it today, I'll probably just hide it from her, and this way I won't be on her bad side.
World Championship game, AFL versus NFL. We all know it as the Super Bowl, but they hadn't come up with the name Super Bowl yet. This was a big deal when they did this. His name was Hunt. He wanted a franchise of the NFL, and they said no. And he said, well, screw you guys, I'll go start my own league. And he formed the AFL, and they would have, you know, almost like the World Series. The AFL, NFL championship team would meet each other and, you know, decide who was better. Back in the day, college football was way more popular than the NFL. They always called postseason games in college bowl games. So the AFL's founder, Lamar Hunt, jokingly came up with the Super Bowl, and the name actually stuck. You ever had it looked at or anything before?
No one's looked at it. I'm not even sure what the grade is, but all the pages are intact. None of them are torn.
The ads are what's always cool to me, because you just don't see this kind of stuff anymore. Like, what irritates Johnny Unitas? Apparently foot fungus.
I mean, look at the helmet. Look at the uniforms.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot more concussions back then than there is now. So what do you want to do with it?
I want to sell it.
All right, how much are you looking to get?
I think 600's fair. I've seen a few online, and they go anywhere from 500 to 1,000.
Here are my concerns, man. It's not a ring, it's not a signed ball, it's a program, and I just don't know how many are around and what they're worth today. So you mind if I have a buddy of mine come down and take a look at it?
All right, let's see what he has to say.
All right, let me give him a call.
All right.
Fantastic, man. I mean, this is obviously before they coined the term Super Bowl. And from then on, I mean, football is the American sport these days, and the rest is history. And this thing right here, this is where it all began. I mean, it's a great piece of sports memorabilia. AFL NFL championship game, the first one they had, you know, 50, 60,000 people tuned in, and, you know, tickets were just very reasonable cost. Nowadays, the Super Bowls have become so popular, you know, well over 150 million people can tune in. Commercials are gonna run you $4 million just for a 30-second spot. It's become a national holiday.
You know, I've never even seen one of these. What do you think it's worth?
Well, there's no shortage of these out there. The Coliseum was enormous. They printed quite a bit of these, but finding them in good shape is pretty hard to do. Mind if I take a look at the program?
Sure, go ahead.
I mean, just looking at the cover alone, I mean, it's in pretty good condition. No major scratches on it. Spine overall looks to be in pretty good shape. There's some rounding on the corners down here in the bottom. This is very common on these because they have a 3-page fold-out here. And over the years, it can get worn down. Other than that, I mean, the pages still have great color. I don't see any kind of condition issues with the pages themselves. So as is, you're looking at around 250, 300 bucks.
That seems kind of low. I mean, what if it was in perfect condition? What would it be worth?
Mint condition examples I've seen sell for about $600, $700, up to 1,000 bucks.
So you don't think a Packers fan would pay $500, $600 for it?
Not a Packer fan with any sanity if they have the internet.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, you got it, man. In terms of Super Bowl programs, this is the one you want to have. This one's in decent condition, but it's kind of middle of the road.
I mean, you started off at 600. You know, Jeremy's saying it's worth anywhere from 250 to 300. You know, we'll cut the whole song and dance and negotiate out of it. The most I can pay is 200 bucks.
How about I sell it right here to these people for 600 bucks?
How about I have one of my security guards throw you out of my store?
I'll let it go for 500, but that's as low as I'll go.
I'll go 200.
$200 is just too low. I might as well just hang on to it.
It's all up to you, my man.
All right.
Offer stands if you change your mind, buddy.
Okay. I'll take it back home and I'll give it to my son, and maybe in 30 years it'll be worth $255.